Hi everyone, I am Ale Gonzalez and I'm a digital navigator with BridgingApps, a program of Easter Seals Greater Houston. We are going to be reviewing apps for writing today. And the reason for that is because as an ex-middle school ELA teacher, I know that we're throwing a lot of materials out at our kiddos, and more often than not, handwriting gets left behind. So I do think it's an important skill to practice at any age, whether they're young or older. And it really helps develop that fine motor skills and being able to perfect that grip for handwriting. So I am going to be showing you two apps. One is called Wizard Handwriting and the other is called Freeform. Wizard Handwriting is free to download. However, it does have in-app purchases. And Freeform is a completely free app that is built into your iPad or iPhone, any Apple device. All you need to do is update your device to the newest software, which I believe we're on 16.4, and the app should automatically pop up. Now let me go ahead and share my screen so we can kind of start seeing what I'm talking about. Oh, right there. All right, so the first one is Writing Wizard Handwriting, and it's a blue icon with the letter A and kind of like stars all around it. And so this is the app right here. Like I said, it is a free app to download. However, in order to get access to all of its features, you would need to do a purchase, and it's a one-time fee of $4.99. So only about $5, and you get, you're able to get tracing shapes, the alphabet in capital and regular lowercase letters, as well as numbers. The really cool thing about this one is that on that last tab for My Words, you can actually create word list that you're trying to get your student or your child to write. Like, for example, their name. If you click on word list, they have different ones, 3-letter words, often confused letters, and then uppercase and lowercase, but you can create a new list with your own individual words. So if you see right there, I already created a list for Facebook Live for today. If I go in and edit that, I already have one word for hello. If I wanted to practice writing my name, then I could write down Alejandra. And this comes really helpful for, a lot of the times the names that we have isn't always going to come up on these type of apps. Like Alejandra is, a very Hispanic name. And so more often than not, I don't really find it anywhere. So for something like this, I would be able to type in my own name and get to practice it. You also have the option to do an audio recording of the word. So as your child is tracing it, they're also listening and hearing what that word is. So once I've written my word in, I can record or not. I just have to go ahead and click save. And so then this creates my word list. I can click use list, and then there are my words right there. I can change the mode so that it's a gaming mode for 5 stars. So you have to get 5 stars, trace 5 letters in a row, and then you get to play a game. Or you can just do the free format if you choose not to purchase the full features, and that they just get to practice with it. They don't get the rewarding game at the end. Again, this kind of works like this. It traces it for you first. So it's going to be kind of long since I have a long name. So we're almost done, 2 more letters. And after they traced it for you, it gives you prompts as to where to start and where to drag it down. So right there, because I didn't start immediately, you can see that hand icon giving me a prompt that I'm supposed to be pulling down. And if for some reason you mess up, you try to do any of the other letters. So like right now, I'm trying to sketch out that L. It's not letting me because I have to do this. I have to complete the letter A first. And so you just go ahead and continue. And again, I have a very, very long name. I was not a fan of it when I was younger. I'd always ask my parents, can I please change my name to something shorter? It's taken me forever to write my name, and this is proof right now. So now that I've written my name, I get to go ahead and click next, and then I get to do the next word. If I was playing under the 5-star mode, I would have gotten my 5 stars for each word that I've completed, and then I get to play a game. This is, again, a really cool app. It does have a lot of different settings for it. What I really love about it, and this is the reason why I wish I had it when I was a teacher, is that you can create worksheets. So if you click on that worksheet tab, it'll bring up this word list, and then you click which one you want to create a worksheet of, and you see right here, it goes ahead and creates a worksheet that you can then print out and give to a class of students. So if you work at a school that doesn't have iPads or computers for every single student, you can still use this app in the classroom by printing out those worksheets. Very similarly, you also have users and quiz reports. So if there is an education version of this app, and with that, you're able to create a class and then add your students for each class, and you're able to see reports, share the reports, and see how they're doing with their tracing. So as you see right there under reports, you can see tracing's history. So it'll actually do a playback of what they were tracing and maybe where they struggled. You're able to kind of really see what the student is needing more help on. So again, this is a fantastic app to practice any type of writing that is important for them to practice. Now, the second app is called Freeform. And again, this is a free app. It is built into your device. And it is a white icon with an orange circle and blue square with the squiggly line. And so I already have a worksheet uploaded onto this. This app is really cool because really the sky's the limit. It is a blank canvas and you can use it however you choose to, including for handwriting practice. So to add this worksheet, you have very different ways that you can do it. The very first way is that you can just take a screenshot of a worksheet that you find online and then upload it onto your canvas. You can scan a physical worksheet that you've printed out or that you already have in the classroom and scan it onto the canvas itself. You can add a link. So if you know of a really good website that has various activities for handwriting, then you can just create that link and the students are able to click on it to be directed to it. Or if you have the file saved onto your iCloud, your Apple device, you can pull it up and just open it up into the canvas. So this worksheet I found online from ruby.com. They also have a YouTube channel. And so what you do here, you go ahead and upload it and you can zoom in, you can zoom out, whatever is best for you and your student. And then you go ahead and click that pencil icon. Now for Apple devices, if you do not have the Apple Pencil, make sure that you click on those 3 dots to bring up this menu and turn on Draw with Finger. Because if you have it turned off and it's gray, then it won't let you trace onto the canvas itself. So make sure that you do have it turned on, and you have several different ways that you can write with. So you have your marker, you have your crayon, you have your paint, which kind of probably would not work for this. It's going to be more so for recreation. And then that back arrow, you undo. And then, of course, you have your eraser in case you make a mistake. So for this, it would be more so a little bit more advanced because it doesn't have that prompt. You would have to either be there working individually with the child to make sure that they are tracing it correctly. Or again, maybe for someone who is just struggling with neatness and staying within the lines of the paper, then this would be an app that would be best served for them. And again, this is a completely free app. This is automatically saved onto your device. So let's say they finish up only the first row up to E. then you can leave it here on your freeform boards. You can name it, rename it to the student's name or the date that it was started. And when you're ready to come back to it, all you have to do is tap on it and it'll bring it back up with any edits that you've already made. All right. And so those were our 2 apps for today. One of them being Writing Wizard Handwriting and the other being Freeform. Again, they're both fantastic apps to practice handwriting. The one tip that I do have for you guys is that if you are going to be practicing handwriting on a mobile device, to practice that handwriting grip, if you do it with the finger, then you know you're not really practicing it. So the best way to practice that grip is to get a stylus that has the shape of a pen. And then that way you can start, there's the camera. You can start practicing that grip with your students and making sure that they're holding it correctly so that when they're tracing, they're getting used to the motion. This is just one form of stylus that's out there. This is the pen version. There's several different ones for different grips depending on motor function. There is ones where, you just grip the ball on top and then you write like that. There's others where it's in the shape of a T. And so you grip it the best way that you can and still practice handwriting. If you guys have any questions or if you download the apps and have any comments, please feel free to share with us. We're here every single Friday at 1 p.m. And then just a reminder, guys, we do have our Walk With Me event tomorrow at 8 a.m. This is the Houston fundraising event that we hold once a year. Please make sure to come on by to the Houston Zoo. With a donation of $50, you get access to a ticket to enter the facilities. You get a free shirt and access to the after party where we're going to have music, food, and even a children's carnival. So drop on by if you can. We'd really appreciate it. Any donations help us help more people learn how to use technology. You can join our team or donate in the link below in the comments. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.